welcome to another kingscrusher ICC Blitz Banter. This is 14th of October. This is 9 PM UK time. Ooh. So, okay. I think I've got a challenge from Trent David, who crushed me last week. Do I dare accept him? I'm going to. It's 3-2. I mean, the time limit is 3 minutes with 2 increments. So he massacred me, if you remember last week. I'm trying for revenge. I did beat him in last week's session as well as revenge. Can I beat him today in the first game? Oh, it's an exchange French. I'm going to try a G6 line. It's going to be strong pressure. Okay, can I afford to take this? Okay, can I threaten knight takes c3 for bishop takes c4? Or not yet? Not yet. If I go here, so I'm hitting b2. Still hitting b2. Okay, d4. I think my position's just about okay. Hi on stream, by the way. Yes, hi there guys on stream. So I got some pressure on d4. I think my position's okay, fairly okay at the moment. Well, I hope so anyway. If he defends d4 with bishop e3, then maybe a5 at some point it's going to be useful. Yeah, I think for a4 as a possibility. Here though, maybe there's some other things I can use this rook. Still happy a little bit. Okay, can I actually do this to win b2? I'll take this. Because then a3 after. b2 drops, a3 after. Unless my queen is in trouble. I mean, I'm hitting the bishop at the moment. So I'm hoping this is okay at the moment. So munch this. Sometimes called poison pawn, the b pawns. Sometimes called poison pawns. Okay. If I take on e5, on c1 here, d4 I think is interesting to try and distract away from c1. Yeah, I think this is interesting, trying to get to the back row. Or I can take here. Oh, this looks good. This looks very good. Thank you, Trent David. Dodgy. Is Dodgy a dodgy character? So game 2. Game on. Game 2. Let's try a Benko Gambit, I think. Oh, he's not letting me play the Benko Gambit. I'll play g6. No, he's not letting me. Go on, you want to play d5? This is a little bit exciting. The knight on the rim, is it dim? Or will I get some counterplay? Trying to get some counterplay with b5. Rook b8 and b5. Oh, let's be careful on the pre-moves. I nearly had an unfortunate pre-move there. Not intended, I think. Okay. Can I play knight c4? Can I? What about just b4 for bishop a6? Try and generate some piece play. Probably, this is interesting. I'm hoping it's starting to be interesting for me. Knight c4, so I've got some pressure on b2. If I bring the other knight over, knight d7, and if I do this, do I get the dark square bishop? No, no, no. Okay. Can I go into e5? Trying to torture this diagonal. Whoa. All right. Knight a3 is interesting, or queen b6 maybe. Maybe queen b5 and try and hit this diagonal hard. These pieces there. Try and victimize them with maybe knight a3, takes, and then queen takes d3. Can I play knight takes? No, not really. Okay. Knight a3, knight b6. Oof. What about just b3 actually? Would that be too dangerous if I just played b3? I think it would actually. My bishop. Oh, hang on. This is a bad news. My bishop. I can't take that. No! This is not what I intended. Not. Because I've just realised queen takes, rook takes, there's rook takes, a6. Ah. Ooh, on the back foot. Should I just take that? Try and cut my losses here. I'm going to take that for knight takes b3. Okay, I'm on the rook. Maybe I can get to play. I've weakened my dark squares. Is there knight d4 here? So I'm on the rook. He takes, knight takes c2 just to get the queens off before I get mated. Maybe that's an idea. Try and force the queens off. So knight takes c2. Because these dark squares, I don't like them being too weak. With the queens on especially. So this position seems okay. Again, whoa! I think that was a dodgy move. Okay. All this rook b1. And play rook b1. Putting the pressure on. Putting the pressure on. Thanks for the game, Dodgy. There's Metov. Okay. There's Metov. 1, 2, 3. Great attacking player. Mick Hartel's trainer. For a while. Some brilliant games. I'm just going to play, I think I'm just going to play d3, hoping for the best, hoping that this diagonal could be used later. Oh, that's aggressive play. I'm playing, I don't know, a little bit solid, hoping for the best there. I'll take this. Can I grab this bishop? Why? I feel a little bit passive actually. This F file, this bishop coming here, I feel passive. Try and do something about this bishop, a bit worried about this. Can I get d4 in? This is getting scary now. Okay, I'll let him, I think. Oh, this is going to be a bad idea, is it? Ah, that is a bad idea. under knight b5. Trying to take off this advanced square bishop. Yeah, I'm really getting passive here at the moment. I think that the opening he's played has worked so far. I need to somehow turn the tables somewhere. I'm wondering about that move, b5 and knight e5. I'm wondering, but first this. Can I get to play knight e5 if I play this? The b5 pawn will be loose though. Knight e5 takes. I drop b5, but it's a center pawn for a flank pawn, so maybe it's worth it. Actually, is my knight just trapped? After bishop takes e2. I think I've just trapped my knight. Oh, hang on. No, bishop takes, knight takes. Bishop takes queen. No, I think I'll be okay. Just for a moment. They asked for doing a piece. No, let's do some calculations. I'm losing b5, I think, as I anticipated. I can get on this
check
light square diagonal. He's got an isolated pawn there. A3 is going to drop as well. Maybe a4 for a moment. Maybe. Yeah, defensive for sure. Do I get a chance to play rook f? No, I don't. Unless these rooks are not connected at some point. This is tricky. Can I keep this guy? Oh, this is somewhat. I think this is tricky. Pour some water, I think. Okay, so I keep the bishop. I think I'm getting attacked here. Okay, I just don't want to get mated on f1, which is likely at the moment. Can I play for d4 without getting mated? Oh god. Knight takes and then rook f1 will be winning the queen. Ah! Can I play queen d2 defensively? Oh boy. Just to be able to play rook takes e3, because I've just realised rook f1 will be winning the queen. This is super aggressive play from black, really. Rook f2 is happening. Can I just try and get rid of the pressure? And if I play h3, rook e2. Oh, this is really dangerous. Oh, this is really dangerous. Okay, my center's weak. Rook. I don't know about rook e4. Is that possible? It stops knight g4. It allows. Yeah, it allows this. I don't know if I'm losing after that. It's possible this is losing. Hang on. Alright, the back row's a bit weak. If he takes it, I've got rook e8.
Check.
Can I just go back to g1 without getting exterminated? I'm threatening rook e8 now. Maybe rook f1. Oh, I'm threatening rook f1. Okay, rook e8 check. Knight g8.
Check.
Yeah, I think that's mate. Thanks. Okay, IWTGB, a dangerous wild card, 1400 rating, which doesn't mean much. Could be any rating. I think that's the default rating. Check profile. Okay. Looks pretty standard play so far. I'm hoping to get my queen to h4 and then bishop g5. If knight takes. Now, if knight doesn't take, well, I'm hoping for a small edge here, whatever happens. Thing is h3 possible? Is it? That's interesting. It's sort of bringing the king out to play a little bit. I'm not tempted to win a pawn at the moment. I mean, h3 is kind of weak. I just want to try and get a grip on the position more, if I can. Like king h2 and knight d5. Try and protect h3. I think queen c8 might be next, I suspect. There's queen c8 next. I'm going to play king h2. Oh, I can play this and knight d5. This has happened to me recently with black. I think structurally that's favourable. I've been victim of this myself with the black pieces just recently in a 5-minute game. Yeah, I'm going to take, and I think it's going to dent the pawn structure. d6 will be a bit weaker, I hope. It's a useful sort of positional forcing move.
Check.
Take here. In fact, taking on b7, I don't want to go into exchange sack territory. I wonder if I can just start the torture on d6, or is it actually worth anything? Can I do it like this? Arlequin's gun, nearly. Maybe rook c3, rook d3. So I can play queen d2 and rook here. Not quite an Arlequin's gun. I think the queen has to be at the base of the gun for an Arlequin's gun. So I want to play queen d2 and I want to play rook
Check.
fd1. The shield. I mean, I'll go back. I don't want any pins. I just want him to start defending d6 basically. Yeah, so you can bring the other rook in. Now I wonder if I can just play for c5 here, put more pressure on, a little bit more pressure on, or queen d4. Maybe even I just use that as the dislocation resource, because queen d4 hasn't got connection to the king side here. If I can play queen d4, is he going to a pin? I mean, that's interesting. I think I'm starting to build up some pressure. Maybe rook d3, rook f3 on f6 then it will be awkward. The queen's currently on a light square, so I think this is slightly awkward if I play rook d3, rook f3. And with c5, just the idea of winning a pawn isn't as attractive as winning f6 here. On king g7, rook d3 to f3. I think I got a nice position here. I don't have to try and win d6 in a hurry. It's good to just divide the opponent's position in two here, I think. So I've got access to f6 here with rook f3. I know that's a little bit on the artificial side, but it is pressure, I think, on f6, if I can play rook f3 here. I can't see at the moment. It's difficult. There's no queen c5, no queen b6, queen c7. I'm just going to play rook f3 next. In fact, this rook is stopping any queen e8. I mean, if there was any queen e8. So yeah, I'm looking forward to rook f3 here. This looks... Ooh. I think I'll... do I take that? Is there a little bit of counterplay? I'm not sure. Okay. And I suppose black had to do something. The check, king g2. Winning f6 might not be the end of the world. Maybe I don't have to win it immediately either. I mean, maybe I can slightly improve the position somehow, if needed. On the other hand, taking out f6 and just going back to d4 might be an idea, just because the queen's really nicely centered and protecting the rook. So maybe just snatching f6 and coming back to d4. But okay, here, what has he got planned here? Is it a2 counterplay? Yeah. Never play a4. Let's play a4 and try and not lose any pawns here when I don't need to necessarily lose a2. It's an outside pass pawn. Oh, just lost e2. So much for the control game. I've just lost the key pawn. Okay. Take this.
Check.
Okay. Oh, the queen looks trapped. Yeah, the queen looks trapped actually. Thanks to the game at WTG. Actually, we'll play trend David. Let's play a4, h5 just to get a variety of challenges this week. Let's try one challenge per person. So a4, h5, and maybe a mix of auto pairing, a bit stronger mix of auto pairing as well, which I know people enjoy. Me getting murders on the auto pairing as well. Is this a disruptive check worth throwing in? I'm wondering, is it too much to double the pawns? Probably. Ooh. I need some piece development, I think. That's intriguing. I'm intrigued by this position. I think I will take and play knight e5 and maybe even queen e7 for a naughty trap. I'm not convinced though. I'm not so convinced about this plan, but I will try and spice things up I think fixing c4 so there's no c5. Maybe. Okay, I'll threaten c4 now. That's going to weaken his light squares a bit. Maybe I can do this though. To threaten knight takes c4 or knight takes d5. Yeah, I think I'm happy here. Incurring some structural damage, incurring some light square weaknesses. It's not all roses because of e6. Maybe dropping a piece. So back I go. It's going to be a pawn sack if he wants it. Maybe I can get onto this diagonal here. If I play rook e8, queen d7 to c6 at some point. The bishop's hemmed in on the plus side positioning. Yeah, I didn't particularly fancy losing a piece after knight takes and queen e6. Check. Losing e6 might not be the end of the world here because the rooks are not connected. There's light square weaknesses. Maybe e5 now. Or just rook e8. Or just queen d7. Hold on a sec. Queen d7. Rook e8 and e5. f5, e4. Followed by knight e5. We'll be back on the case on c4 if I had a knight on e5. So something like rook e8, e5. Maybe the plan, you know, if f5, e4, unless I'm getting rolled over on the king side, of course, that's possible. There's other ideas. Hold on a sec. Let's just put these. I'm not entirely sure. Rook d1 threatens knight c5. Maybe I need to move the queen for a moment. I'll pin that. Hang on. Let's put some pressure on e4 here. Pin and win, as they say. So sometimes they say. Now to secure down things. Oh, this is going to get dangerous, isn't it? Knight takes, rook takes, knight g5. But there's queen takes, unfortunately. The other thing is, I've noticed queen h5 and g6 could be pretty scary. Is that losing for me? Maybe I've got knight h6 in that case. This is scary. Okay, it's officially scary if he gets to play queen h5 and g6. I'm just wondering if I've got knight h6, if I'm not going to get hacked or something. What am I going to get hacked? I think oh, he's allowing knight g5. Might be good news for me to take that out. There's another pin in the position. I thought you played queen h5 just to unpin and threaten g6. Okay. I'll go back somewhere here. And I'll try and provoke e5, maybe knight h5 to g3. Try and avoid getting mated though. Yes, it was tempting me for queen e4, queen g7 mate. Okay, I'm still on e4. Is he going to go back for e4? Yeah. Can I go to g3? I'm threatening also knight takes f4. If I can go to g3, that might be interesting as well. Knight f3. Maybe queen e4. He's on h4. Okay, I'm hoping I can get away with this. Search for resources to attack me. Okay, nothing so far, it seems. Is of great interest. I'm going to threaten this pawn. I'm going to play this without getting mated. I can play this now. This one's protecting g7 as well. So I believe knight takes f4. Okay, if both knights protect each other, I should be able to take out centre pawn. Queen takes out. Taking out that centre pawn, I think, is nice thing to do. If he wants to swap mate, yeah, I think I'll take this guy. Now, his pawns are very fragmented, but king's safety is not to be taken lightly. If I take here, I'm hoping not to get mated yet. Still pinning this pawn to the queen. Let's go back to base with queen h7, I think. If he's going to build up pressure on the g file. Can I take time to protect this knight? I seem to be overprotecting weaknesses here, or weak liabilities, but it means I've freed up this guy now for knight d5 without having queen h5. So knight d5, I hope, is possible. In fact, I've got three things now on f4. Maybe knight takes f4 now. I'm on queen h3 here. There's knight d3. Hitting the queen. Double attack on the queen. I'll take this guy. He's lost in time. Thank you, a4, h5. Now we've played this Metov. Cap red. Let's go for a variety of challenges this week. One challenge. If we stick to one challenge per person, we'll get a bigger variety of challenges. So if you want to challenge me, this is... I'll try this hack attack stuff, which if nothing else adds a bit of spice, I think, to the game. Usually. Not always in my favour. Will he take away from the centre? This is a curious thing. If he's going to take with the h pawn or the f pawn, I wonder. He's an attacker. He wants to take like that. Right. Okay. Now queen g5, I think I should be able to defend. Maybe queen e7 is better than queen d7. It means actually queen g6, queen f7. Also, I'm wondering about queen d7, rook f6 there. Okay, can I get the queens off? I feel a bit secure, I think, with the queens off. He's blundered his queen. Oh, I thought he was going to take the queen. Okay. Thanks for the game, Camp 78 Red. Now we've had some unique challenges. If you look in the history, quite a few unique challenges so far. So anyone else? Otherwise, let's play an auto pairing game for a bit of variety. So I'll play an auto pairing game. What do you think on stream? Should I get my should I get a mega challenge? Lots of auto pairings. I've been playing lots of IMs and GMs actually. Auto pairing? Should we play an auto pairing? I'll play an auto pairing. An FM opponents. Okay, let's try a Benko Gambit. I'm going to be provocative, as if I'm not caring about E5. Okay. All right. I provoke weakness here. Am I going to lose my... I think I might be losing my dark square bishop if I'm not careful. Knight e2, yeah, I might be in trouble now after knight e2. This may be a... I did it right. Let's attack the queen. If it takes... Okay, the queen is knight c2. Take with the knight, yeah. Not too much counterplay at the moment. Can I put some pressure down the b file? The ending might not be terrible. I hope. I'm trying to put pressure on b2 if I play knight b6. He's protecting b2 quite a lot. Do I have a chance for knight b6? Or was knight a5 trapping the rook? And the king f8 just to protect against this sort of thing. This is getting tricky, isn't it? Can I do this? He's sort of tied down to b2. I know d6 is on the way out. Take here and take here for knight d5. Is that anything? Try and get a pawn. I'm not sure. There's rook b3. Not rook b2 because it's take. Yeah, It's interesting, sort of, for a moment, maybe. Play here. He's got c4 coming. I think that's his point. That might be his point. c4. Oh, hang on. There's like f4. Maybe rook b2. I'm hoping generate some counterplay here with rook. This aggressive rook. Maybe the other one can join the party there. Rook g2, knight g3 sort of thing. Try and go for a mating there. He's always got knight d7 for rook h5.
Check.
Knight d7, rook h5. Everything's kind of loose there. I don't like how. Yeah, I think I have rook f1 after. But worth playing anyway. King e8, rook h5. I think I'd rather. I'm not sure. Ah, the moment of indecision. I'll do this. Check and rook h5, g takes, rook f1, king d7. Might be an okay position. I'm threatening knight g3. So he eliminates that. G takes, rook f1. I'm on d7 there. Knight d7, king e8. Rook e3, knight g3. Get the exchange back. Oh, okay.
Check.
I'm back in business, I think.
Check. Check.
Okay, this pawn's dangerous. And knight e6 on c7. I think it might h pawn up. Is he going for a draw? Okay, I think I'll take the draw because I'm checking. I'm down on the clock, so I think it's probably the sensible thing. That was an exciting game. Yeah, I suppose if I was very ambitious, I could sack the knight for the pawn. I don't think it's going to be that clever. Actually, king e3, yeah. So let's. I think should we have another auto pairing? We'll have another auto pairing. Yeah, it was a fun one. Okay. Let's have another auto pairing. So between 1 and 10 was 1 was fun and 10 was boring. That was a fun one anyway. I probably the Banco. It's one of the more respectable gambits. One of the more respectable gambits. Let's see. Auto pairing. What has it got in store for me? Okay. Ah, another challenge. Let's play this challenge then. Haven't played him tonight. Badger move. I've got a line recommended by an IM to me actually recently, which I'm keen to try out, and I've done a little bit of analysis, and it's interesting. But it's not this. It's not C5 though. This is from my preparation. I'm wondering about E6 as a pawn sec. He stopped it. Okay. This might seem odd and quirky, and you'd be right. This isn't my preparation for this opening.
Check.
There's some sort of strong point, I hope, going on here on E5. So I'm hoping that I can get hold E5. Does he play D4? Maybe bishop F4. Well, that was the hope, but oh, can I just about do this without D4 winning a piece? It's not winning a piece. Maybe the position. Maybe I've managed to equalize. I hope with white. I've managed to equalize here. I hope. And there's strong points on E5. Oh, bishop H4. I've just gone into bishop H4. I didn't see the threat at all. Yeah, I just thought that was a developing move. I didn't see it at all. Oh boy. Obviously, this is a positional exchange sack to weaken his dark squares. He's not wanting it. Obviously, he's seeing the cunningness of my positional exchange sack and not wanting to weaken his dark squares by taking the rook. So there's a question: can I play knight d4 without getting murdered, or queen g4? Queen g2. I mean, is f6 gonna be dangerous? One of the things about f6, I might have a target on e6 later. Do I want that? That's the decision. I think I might want it. And try and fix these guys down. Try and fix these pawns down. Try and target e6. Maybe try and double rooks.
Check.
I'll take this guy. It weakens d5. Double trouble. Now it's queen d5. Because rook here, there's double checkmate. Yeah, I think this is dangerous. I think. Knight g3, check, winning the queen. Rook d8. check. Oh, I could take f5. I believe. Thanks for the game. Larger move. Syrian 77. Okay, let's play. Ah, is he ready? Is he ready? Okay, I might have to. Oh, I thought I was going to have to ball. Yeah, I could play Smith. I was wondering about playing something else, but it'll do. I just want to get a playable position. In theory, I just want to get a playable position. Really, I think it helps me get a playable position without having to learn all the variations of the Sicilian. If I go for the mainline stuff. And I'm not too keen on immediately playing this. I'd rather do this. For some reason. Right. Okay, I'm going to take that. Let's see here. I'm not having the dreaded isolated queen's pawn here. So I hope this. Actually, I'm forking G7 and B6 as it goes. That's a turn up for the box. Although the G file could backfire on me, of course. But he has to put the bishop here. He has to be able to play rook G8. It's quite some ambition. Can I just snatch this bishop with knight B6? Is there anything else going on here as well as knight B6? I wonder. It's a pawn up. It's slightly fragmented pawns. D6 is slightly weakened. B6 is slightly vulnerable. Yeah, I think I'll
Check.
play check. I think,
Check.
you know what? This A4 looks good. To try and blast my rook down to A7. It hasn't moved, doesn't need to move from there. I can just make way for it to go to the 7th. Potentially. Potentially, not that easy. Yeah, pass pawn. Is it worth anything, this pass pawn? That's the question. Alright, if I try and get the other rook down, maybe I need to be able to play B4. Or A6. Bishop D1 as a plan. Okay, give the pawn back for rook C7, I think. Yeah, I've managed to lose that pawn, basically. Oh dear. These things happen. I'm going to put this bishop here. Looks good there. So that any rook C6, bishop C6 on the rook. Also, the means now protected this. I've freed this guy up, so rook D1. There's no entry point. There's no big deal here. Not at the moment. Can I threaten bishop C6 to win B5? I like the bishop positioning here. It's better than over here, I think. I'll nab this pawn while
Check.
I can.
Check.
And we're going to have a technical rook and pawn ending.
Check.
Get my king over here to help this pawn.
Check.
I hope make some progress.
Check.
I'm not interested in rook e5 particularly. I just want to herd this pawn. My king is becoming a herder for the moment.
Check. Check.
Yeah, it's going to be tricky.
Check.
That will slow his pawns down a bit. I can play the check to keep g3. I just need to use these to slow these guys down. Essentially, if I can get to play b7 and rook king a7. Alright, take these guys. I can keep my pawn as well. It'll make it easier. Alright, thanks for the game, Siren. We played this Metov. Okay, is it time for another auto pairing? Let's play another auto pairing. A WGM Huba from Serbia. Pretty global opposition tonight. I suspect that's some sort of pre-move because I don't think anyone is too enthusiastic about Benoni positions nowadays. But never know. Okay. I wonder if knight e5, I might just take that off, and rook e5, bishop f4. Okay, I wondered. d6 is the classic Benoni weak pawn. I'll swap it for a pass pawn then. As knight b5 and then maybe d6. I think this looks dangerous to play d6 for queen b7. I'm going to keep around my king for a moment without any nasty knight g4 stuff which might arise. If I play d6, d7 coming up. It's immediately knight c7 to think about. Knight c7. How is this addressed? Knight c, I mean, maybe just rook c8. Maybe I'll take it out on rook c8. Oh, rook a8, knight b5, rook a4, knight c7, rook to f8. What would happen? Ah, surely I can take here and knight c7. This looks like it should be good news. I don't want to give the knight too many good squares. Can I play f4 just to deprive e5? Even if it's a temporary pawn sack, like with king f2 after. Can I just stop this knight using e5, or am I giving a protected passed pawn? I'll do it. I don't think this is working. d7, d7 there. If takes, I think I'm taking knight takes, d7 is winning the knight, I hope. So I just wanted to take the e5 square, but this is a liability in its own right, the f4 pawn. The knight's kind of blockading though at the moment. I wonder about oh. Okay, can I have rook d5 as an option? Basically I want to play rook d5 as an option. Well, it's not doing too much here. King e3. Or am I going to get mated? What about just h3? Try and stop, at least try and stop g takes and rook g4 before thinking about any active clan. It's a nice blockade at the moment. Never easy in chess, never easy, never easy. Nice blockade. Actually, I might have an idea here of g4. I'll play this with the idea of taking and g4 just to undermine this structure. And to be able to play rook e4 ideally. But fg, you know, rook g5. Here I've got an opportunity to g4's been snuffed out. Is it? Play g4 anyway. I'll play g4 anyway. A lot of tension there with the pawns. I just want to get e4 actually. If I can take f5 and take e4, I'll be breaking through somewhat on the center file. I hope. This one, rook e4. There's clock advantage. There's rook e5. I'll take that.
Check.
Oh, I'm going to get fault at this rate. I see. With knight g4, if I rook e5. There's loads of connected passed pawns there though. I think I'll welcome this. On this king g3, g takes, king takes. Okay, let's not think too long, but I don't want two connected passed pawns. So actually, it's not that great. Oh, I need a. All right. Okay, I'm going to give back the exchange. I think I've not played too accurately for this position. I'm hoping for some sort of rook and pawn ending, which is favourable. Maybe.
Check. Check.
Oh, this wasn't what I was looking for.
Check.
Oh, I was expecting something else there, actually. No, I was definitely expecting
Check.
something. I think I've been let off the hook a bit.
Check.
I was expecting it to be a knight down, basically. It's time pressure. I think time pressure there was. Oh, they've resigned. Okay, thank you, Huber. We played as Metov. Have we played Calgar? I don't remember playing Calgar. Hello, Calgar. Yeah, that was a fun one. No, I lost control there. I lost it. I lost the plot. Lost the plot. I mean, G4 was a bit double-edged. Usually Queen. I've mentioned this line in a repertoire I've been doing. Queen G4, early Queen G4, yeah. So I've declined the Reti Gambit. The Reti Gambit, I think it has been played by Richard Reti against the French defence. It's a novel system against the French defence, but I think just treating it positionally is to the annoyance usually of the gambiteer. Personally, I'd be a little bit concerned about this if I was white, because it's almost like bad French defence, almost. Okay. I can dissolve
Check.
the double pawns. I think bishop d4, c5. In doing so, maybe bishop a6 after. Whether this is effective is a different matter, because I'm wondering, it's not all rosy, or is it? Bishop c5, bishop d4. So let's just take here for a moment. Actually, having the queens off might be a good safety feature of the position. Okay. I'll take here, let's be able to take here. Take bishop a6. Maybe c5 is a move. Maybe. I wonder. I don't think it's that clear cut, this position. my king over here. I think I need to be able to play rook a8 soon, probably. Well, it'll be nice. Knight g5, maybe I'm taking that. F7, not a big deal, I hope. Yeah, rook a8 on rook a8. I don't know if rook a7 does anything. d4, I'm weakening c4. Knight c4, yeah. Well, bishop f3 maybe. Doubling the pawns. There's always knight e4 actually. d4, knight e4. Probably to try and undermine the structure, to try and dice it. I think b5, knight b6, c4, try and fracture these guys. Alright, let's get the rooks off for a moment. And no, okay, no, I've had that idea before. Hang on. I'm left with nothing at the moment to play with. Nothing. I'll do this. Maybe c4 is useful. I'm going to get in complete roadblock position. c4. Oh, he's opening up my bishop. I'll take that bishop liberation opportunity. And pass pawn as well. Okay. Is that king b6? King a5, knight b3, king a4, knight c5, knight c5, king b3. Yeah, maybe my king can actually come and hurt the b pawn. If he wins a pawn en route, I don't think that matters. Okay, change of plan or not? B pawn. Ah, blunder. Check. The king steps out for a moment and the disaster strikes. Thanks for the game. Okay, I think we've played a variety. Shall we another auto pairing game? Let's play another auto pairing game. I'll type out the game, thanks. And another auto pairing game. Okay. If we can get it soon. So I think we've played a good variety by keeping it just one challenge per person. I don't think we've played anyone twice. A GM. I'm hardly going to get a Benko Gambit, unfortunately. Am I going to get a cramped, difficult to play position with 0 counterplay instead? It's likely. I don't want to be too pessimistic, but let's have a go. Generate some play somewhere. On c3. I'll play crazy with f5. I'll go mad. Maybe knight f7. Try and keep pace on the clock if I can. E4 and F4. Yeah, it seems okay. Knight E5 coming up. Bit of fun to be had, I hope. Well, there's Knight C4. Queen H4, there's Bishop G3. And take off that bishop. Get a bit crazy taking that off. Maybe for Bishop H3. No, not quite. Go ahead, protect. Oh, Knight G6, Knight G6. Can I play Bishop move? There's Rook B7. Bishop E6. Yeah, I haven't got too much compensation probably. Bishop E6, if any. But Bishop E6 is not even possible now. Let's get out of the A firing line. Into another one, Bishop D5. I played rather silly in retrospect. This was silly, the whole thing.
Check.
He's all over the position. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, yep. No, I don't think there's a coming back to. I think what I've done is terrible. But anyway, okay, maybe one or two more moves. There's always Rook B7, Queen E8 as well. I think this is really, really hopeless. B7, maybe this diagonal in my dreams would have been useful. And I think that's the end of that. That's how not to attack and GM. That's the Anti-Lato and unrated. Okay. Anti-Lato, I don't know how to pronounce that. That's Sicilian defense, I think. So we get close Sicilian. Okay. Can I take that? So is knight c4 on the cards? Or f6? f6 looks a little bit dodgy, but okay, what about this one? Maybe it's structurally sounder to have double pawns there. Okay. Knight c4. See, the knight's not creeping that easily to e6 now. And also, I mean, maybe, you know, knight c4, queen f6. Knight c4 can I attempt some weaknesses? If I can get to play queen f6 as well. Let's go back a moment. Okay. One thing I might be able to do is double rooks and knight g4. Ah, okay. And if I play rook, yeah. Okay.
Check.
Get a chance for knight e3. And maybe double rooks is almost possible. Knight c2, knight takes on the other one. I don't know. Takes. Oh, maybe just rook e8. Knight c2, rook e8. The other one, rook c e8. This looks a little bit dodgy, actually. I have to play king f8 and see if I can do anything there. No, am I just losing to king f2? There's knight d1. Oh, there's knight d1. Well, that's not what I expected. That looks good. There's knight c2, maybe. I don't see much else apart from knight c2 at the moment. Takes c7, king d7. Is this a liability? It's got bishop d5, bishop g8. I'm going to start moving the pawns away. Except here. Bishop e4. I think that was pointless. Take on f4, 96. I wonder about this. And push back here.
Check. Check. Check.
Draw. I would have thought he could break through, so that's a cheeky draw offer. I would have thought he can play something like king g4. Oh, he's accepted it. That's very generous of him. I mean, I'm getting stuffed, basically, somehow. Kegler. Have we played Kegler? I just want to check. Kegler. I don't think we played Kegler. No, we have. We have. We've played Kegler. I just want to try and get a bit of variety tonight. So we've played Kegler. Let's play. Okay, while there's no new unique challenge, an auto pairing game again. Although that was a pretty strong challenge. Okay. What does the engine think of this while we're waiting? Oh, too late. Okay, it is my turn. Have I messed up the screen somewhat? Hold on a sec. I don't really want to have a nice that queen pawn, but yeah, he's getting me there, isn't he? Knight e4 would be putting some pressure. You know, well, when I say some pressure, maybe knight e4 is just a reasonable move, just to sort of resolve this central tension a bit. If he's going to take, which he might not do. Okay, can I do this? I hope. Okay. Let's do this. Oh, bishop a6. Maybe bishop c4. against bishop a6, because that could be super awkward. I'll play bishop b5 here. Take this off. I'm wondering about taking off a5, because I know this bishop's not doing anything, whilst the knight's coming to c4 or b3. Yeah, so now I wonder. Oh, isn't ED on? It's got a weak back row. If I played ED, I'm hoping to tap into his potentially vulnerable back row. That is a pawn. So if he takes, rook c8, checkmate, or mating, rather, after rook d8. Whoa! What's this? What's this? Really? I'll throw the check in.
Check.
The question is, do I help his rook? Or do I just play knight e5 for knight d7? I think knight e5 might be more accurate. Is it? I was just taking knight e5. What does he do about knight d7 in a hurry? I don't think he does anything about that. Knight f6. Better get the queens off. Come on. Let's get the queens off for knight d7. Knight f6. Rook e2. Would I be worried? Should I be worried? As long as I don't start bleeding pawns, dropping pawns in a hurry. In fact, a4 might be vulnerable. If I go here, isn't his a4 kind of vulnerable? He can attack d4. I'm going to have to assume he's got... I don't know. Has he got compensation? Or has he got condensation? Compensation or condensation? I'll play this to stop knight f4 when I play b4, which would trap the rook almost. Okay, so b4. Well, there's knight c3. Get out of the way of knight f4, for example. King g2, rook d2, b4. Oh, king f5. It's being aggressively played. Can I do this? Can I do this without knight c3 being a pain? I can force the rook off. Or I can do this cheeky little move called rook. Hang on. No. Okay, I don't want to lose on time either. 1 minute 37. I want to keep track of my move frequency.
Check.
Things are collapsing over here. What's cool? Just having a okay. Moment. Can I get the rooks off without getting exterminated? All right, this is more favourable than I imagined, because I've got a runaway past a pawn. I'm going to sack the exchange if this knight interferes.
Check. Check.
I've got a runaway a pawn. He's resigned. Okay, fun one. Thanks. Go on, Liz. And okay, things are collapsing around me. Okay, so we'll have another 5-minute auto pairing. Go Blazers! I'll play the Scotch game, I think. So bishop c4. Kasparov's been using this in Blitz with the idea of bishop e3. I think it's to suspend to discourage d5. And have I already misplayed it? It's possible I should have played f3, and he's, yeah, that might not have been clever. Okay, take my dark square bishop. Although I don't believe in this anymore, this position. If he does, I should have played probably f3. He's looking for something better. Okay. I'm hoping my knights are going to be reasonable in this position to compensate. Maybe, you know, f4, knight f3, and try and break his king side. Although I wouldn't seem to have too much justification at the moment. Knight f3 drops pawn. F5 shields my king. Knight e5, rook f4. Maybe this is worth playing anyway. Knight f3 is weakening his light squares a bit.
Check.
I don't mind the position anymore. I think I'm not so displeased with this position on pin. Maybe knight e6, rook g4. Oh, that's nice. Nice center. I don't like queen d2 particularly. Okay, huh? I didn't want queen d2. Can I get to his king? Yeah, threatening almost something with rook h7. Almost. Queen h5. Can I deflect this queen away or not really? This queen's not going away, is it? Not going away. Keep the center secure. Rook c2. I just want to get this queen away from this diagonal. This is going to be a pain, isn't it? It's going to stay on that diagonal, huh? A nuisance queen. Okay, okay. We're getting the story here. Getting the story of this queen. Just staying defensively on the diagonal. Not going to let me play rook h4 under any favourable circumstance. Can I hang on? Hold on. Can I offer a pawn? I'll offer b2 for rook h4, rook h7, queen h5. Still holding e4. Bonus that the centre's solid at the moment. Still solid, not crumbling just yet. Rook h4. Blockage resource. Rook h4. Right. Threatening rook h7. And bishop e6. Should have considered bishop e6 as well. He'd be desperate to sack the exchange, wouldn't he? But otherwise d5, and I'm sort of getting a lock on the position. I think now things look good. I'll stop queen e5 for a moment. What I want to do is bring queen f4, rook g3, maybe rook g6, then rook h6. So I basically want to get my rooks here, and then rook h6, queen h6, queen h8 mating. Without queen e5 interrupting. g5, queen f5, rook g3, rook g7, queen h6, king g8, queen h8. I like these pawns, very aggressive pawn chain. I want to do justice to this pawn chain. I want to play rook g3, rook g7, queen h6, king g8. Okay. There's a check. g6. Okay, that's annoying. As usual. Think. See, what is he doing? Let me ask what he's doing. Is he playing g6? Maybe I shouldn't ask what he's doing. He's playing. No, he's not playing g6. I'll try. Do I try unpinning? My rook's just misplaced, actually. I'm hoping not. I mean, g5 does seem to win a rook. Oh, blimey. Unless this is an attacking position in the skies. I'm hoping... seems to have refuted the whole thing. Ah! Oh man! Is there
Time warning.
anywhere around here?
Check. Check. Check.
That was very unfortunate. I thought I had a great position.
Check.
Ah! Can I go for a stalemate? It's my last trick. Oh, okay, I got a draw on time. Very naughty. Oh, didn't I have anything? I cannot believe I didn't have anything. There must be something in that position. Let's go back here, going from the end, before losing an entire rook. Around about here. Let's just try and analyse this. Nope. 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 Hang on. Nope. There's nothing. I thought there was something. Nope. Oh, rook h5 was needed to avoid losing the rook. That was silly. I could still be equal. Okay, that's the only sort of that's the only improvement. Oh, that's really a bit gutting to lose an attacking position like that. But I think if there was nothing, there was nothing. I thought there was, but okay, one more auto pairing. Oh, another Scotch game. So I'm playing black against the Scotch here now. It's going to become the new Roy Lopez. It's playing exactly like I'm playing now with Bishop c4. Okay. Avoid structural issue. Why isn't Bishop h3 a good move? It would have been a good move. That's knight e3. Oh well. Test it anyway. Knight e3, f5. Oh, that's why. Should have a reasonable position just with the e file. If he's got misplaced rook on g3. This a pawn might be worth taking one day. Let's nab this a pawn to get him a bit panicky about endgames. endgame scenarios. Get the queens off here. Oh, rook. Rook here. That's queen f6. I'll do it anyway. Maybe queen f4 pin. Thanks, Hannah. Okay, I think there might be time for one more auto pairing. We'll just slip in one more auto pairing. There might be time, I think. We get, or maybe a 3-minute game. Maybe a 3-minute is more appropriate, just for the last game. Oh, okay, we got a 3-minute. Play my kings in. Tempted, but I don't think it works. Queen b5, yeah, because I think he's got knight c1. Tempting. Knight d3. Try and cause some hassle with knight f4. Bishop d4. Yeah, his pass pawn's pretty good. I've got to do something before getting run over. Yes. Yeah, this is not brilliant, I've got to say. Yeah, I've just been run over again. Ah! Totally run over. These GMs, they're pretty good, aren't they? Now there's, okay, 6 minutes. There might be one more 3-minute game, I think. So we make it like a couple of hours. Just check my mic, co-producer. One more 3-minute. All right. Or not. Or we could just call it a day here. on that bad note. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. He's okay. Just last game. Sort of King's Gambit mixture with Smith Mora. Now this is weird, isn't it? I'm hoping it's so weird he hasn't seen this before. I haven't.
Check.
Yep. Maybe on F7. Bit of compensation on F7 there. Can I get my revenge against the GM? Or not?
Check.
Is he getting the queens off just to crush my attacking dreams? Rook d1, e6. Looks. Or just e6 straight off the bat. So rook d1. Gotta keep an eye on f2. Queen b4 is the pain, is it? Not spend too long. I'm wondering bishop d7, bishop f6. Well, I'll take the rook off, bishop f6. This c file looks good. He's using a lot of time here. I've got him thinking. Hasn't got that much time to play with. Rook d1 and bishop g7. If I take this guy, or maybe even just take this guy. Knight f4, maybe queen f3 to hold g2 for a moment. Oh, he's using too much time. Surely. I've got him on the run. I've got this guy on the run. I don't want to count my chickens before they're hatched, but 20 seconds? No, he can't do it with 20 seconds. Can he?
Check.
This position looks remarkably fun for me in principle. Before I played that. Yeah, I think that's the end of that. He resigned. Okay. 3 minutes different. It's that hybrid between bullet and 5. A bit more confident even sometimes on 3 minute. So thanks guys. Thanks for coming. Hope it was a bit of fun there. And see you next week. Have a good week. Have a good weekend. Enjoy your chess. Enjoy everything else. Thanks so much.